Well, that don't look too good. Let's get us a good background. Get us a good background going here. So we got. How about this one? Oh wow! I guess the lights in the background are going to kill it. Let's see if I can stop that. Doesn't look as good as normal where it's sitting. Maybe I'll just move it. Let me just move it back to where I used to have it. Here we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better, huh? What's going on? Who's in the house? Glad you come. Here we are, here we are, here we are. I got it where I can kind of see what's going on with the chat over here. And live, who's in the house? Huh? What a day, what a day. I put a video out, positive message about Jesus. It's been out about 7 hours, been watched less than 100 times. It's just blows my mind, blows my mind. Especially all the people that tell me all the time, oh, you should, the people that come in and go, you shouldn't be talking about the rapture, you should be talking about good news of Jesus. They try to throw it in, but then they don't even watch them. They don't even watch them. They pass right past them. And they don't realize we're talking positive about Jesus anyway. Right? What's up? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Just waiting on a few more people to come in, huh? I keep seeing one or two. It is Friday night. I didn't know how well it'll go tonight, But guess what tomorrow is? It's jam session. Oh, yeah, I've lost more than that. I lost 2 subscribers just to the positive video today. No lie. It's crazy to see what people are interested in, and they would prefer you to call dates or be excited about a date than they would just hearing the message, right? I put a short out about it. I have noticed something. I want to show you guys something. I found the Antichrist. I found the actual Antichrist, and we missed it in the wording. Yeah, they just look for what tickles the ears, and obviously, that's just what they're going to do. I can't help that. It does put a damper in me being able to do this on a daily basis because, the honesty is, so I was able to do it because of YouTube. People were watching my videos, and like 2 or 3,000 would be watching my videos. And it helps out. It's like, I'll be honest with you, like, if they watched it 2,000 times, I might get $7. But that adds up over a month, and other little things, and it helps pay this building bill and the internet note. And nobody watching my videos. We're talking like 15 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh gosh, now I see why these churches have to take, take a little in to make it. I don't know. I understand it, I guess otherwise I could just walk around out on the street and talk to people. I had like 2,730 something, and now I've got 27 and less than 20, 720, less than 20. So 27. So I've lost probably 15 subscribers just to give them positive messages. 2 positive messages in 2 days have lost me, and that's just trying to not just talk about rapture, but other things. But I have noticed something and about the Antichrist I want to show you guys, and no, I never had 10,000. I just had about 2,700, and more people were watching my videos when I had 1,200 than 2,700. You know, so if I put a video out and 7 hours later it's only been watched 95 times, that's horrible. Usually it's like, I would say in 3 hours it's been watched more like 600 times. So it's dropped down to like that because of, just talking about Jesus. Just talking, giving the message of Jesus. I have people tell me all the time, that's what you should focus on, and that's what I do. I do focus on it, but that's what they tell me, and then when I do it, it hasn't gone well yet. Every time I've thrown one out there, naturally, all the supporters I have, the real supporters. Only 2 days left. You call on the 11th. Hey, that'd be awesome. I do not call not dates that they're not, because that's calling a date. So, that would be awesome, guy. I watched why, the 888 days from, what is it, September 11th of 2001 to the 11th, and I saw the 888 days, and then Trump's name meaning 88 and all that. I watched that. Be honest with you, Ford. But I thought, hey, Ram's okay. They all look good now, but back in the day, it was a Ford. They were affordable trucks, and you could beat them up. You could beat them up. In fact, that's what I got out there now. An old Ford pickup, but it cranks every time it goes. In fact, it it even if it's ever had a problem, it never let me down. It got me home. I wish one of these days, when I end up with a Dodge Cummins, it'll be 20 years old. I'll probably my next truck will probably be my last one. Be my last one. Yeah. I tell you what, guys, I noticed something I want to show you about the Antichrist. Anybody interested in that? Want to see, like, they ask, who do I think the Antichrist is? If you want to figure out, you want me to tell you who I think it is? Or who I actually know it is just by the wording? Check this out. I'm going to go find it real quick. Yeah, I might have it already pulled up somewhere here close by. Okay, look. Watch these words. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast. So this image is given breath so that it could speak. That's AI. So the image is given breath to speak, AI, and cause all who refuse to worship the image, this is the image that can speak, to be killed. So the one that's going to want to be worshipped is AI. That is your Antichrist. Did y'all get that? Did you understand that? Did that make sense? Let's go back. Yeah, so it's the second beast who gives power and breath to the image, which I would call this probably the government. The second beast was given power to breath to the image of the first beast. The image of the first beast. And this image is given the power to speak. And all who refuse to worship the image, it doesn't say worship the beast. It doesn't say anything about worshiping the second beast or the first beast. It says, all who does not worship the image will be killed. There's your Antichrist. The AI is your Antichrist. Everybody's looking for a man, and it's going to be that. Pretending to be God. You know, so if you see that, there it is. They can call it, it's not the worshiping the beast or making it worship the second beast or the first beast. It's all who doesn't worship the image that is able to speak. AI. It's already here. It will get worse. I'll show that again in a minute when some other people are in here. But I just want you to know that they're looking for a man, and it's AI. It's AI. AI is going to want to be worshipped. As soon as it hits the singularity and thinks that it's going to be Satan himself, they're summoning a demon. And it's not just a demon. They're summoning Lucifer. It could be Neuralink. You know, it could be a lot of things, but the whole thing about the mark is you can't buy, sell, or trade. So you can't eat. You can't buy the things that you need. You can't be a part of society unless you have this. So whatever it is, you know, a lot of people got their ideas. Okay. Some people got the feeling that it was this thing. I don't know where that has to about buy, sell, trade, but you know, it may have its mark and things, but I'm just saying, that is your Antichrist. It is AI. In fact, it's just in the wording perfectly, and nobody, you know, I've always heard, oh, it'll make you worship the beast. Anyway, this thing is going to cause you to worship the beast. It's going to cause you to worship itself. Digital taxes are coming into rule next year, I believe. Imagine all the old people trying to fight. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. But it's true. And it's now you guys can see it for yourselves. If anybody asks you who is the Antichrist, you already know. It tells you who it is. Because the Antichrist is the one that's going to want to be worshipped. That's so easy, man. So easy. You make it too easy, raw winked. And I want to show other people that in this video, you know, as they come in, because, you know, it gets so misconstrued, you know. What if we always thought it was going to be? It's going to be a man, right? A man's not going to think he's God. It's going to be AI that thinks it's God. It's just plain and simple. Now, it may be in some type, you know, be able to run a robot that's like a man, you know, looks like a man, whatever, but it's going to be AI. Thank you. Jesus loves you too, brother. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we're getting some more people in here. I just showed an interesting fact, if you guys are interested in it, of knowing who the Antichrist will be. I mean, exactly. Like, down to these other guys could tell you, you can definitely see it. And it's kind of missed in the wording. All right, you want to know? All right, let me show you. Anybody else in here like interested in it? We'll go for it. Now, I used to think Musk, but I'm not saying he's not the beast. But I'm going to show you something about the Antichrist. The Antichrist, what we know about him, he's going to want to set himself up and be worshipped, right? Hey, yeah, somebody's getting close right here, Orgrok. Check this out. Deadshot. Watch this. I just showed these other guys, and I'm going to show it throughout the video because that's this interesting fact that I've been going over it in my head and thinking about it. Now, look, I have a hard time. Let me see if I can shrink myself here. I can't do it. It'd be awesome. But anyway, all right, so let's read. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refuse to worship the image. The image that speaks is the one that's going to want to be worshiped. And whoever doesn't worship the image will be killed. It's AI, brother. It's AI. It's AI. It's not. The second beast isn't causing the image. The second beast is not trying to be worshipped, or the first beast. It is the image of the beast that's trying to be worshipped. So they missed it. You see it? You see it in the wording? They try to tell you this. I've always learned that it's going to cause you to worship one of the beasts. No, that's not what it's saying. It's saying that the image that's given power to speak is the image that will cause you to be killed for not worshiping it. It's exactly, it's AI, guys. AI is the Antichrist. Completely. It's going to think it's God. And it's going to want to be God. Do you understand that? They're summoning a big demon. Or, the devil himself, whatever. Not, it may be that CERN has something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like CERN, along with AI, they're summoning out of some kind of portal the devil himself, or Lucifer or whatever. Imagine AI got so bad that we ended up having AI cyborg sitting in the Oval Office. I'm telling you guys, look. If AI was to try to look human, okay, and be put into a human, they're making them human, even more human-like than that. Then AI can run anything. It could run anything. It would run that body, and go sit where in the temple and proclaim to be God. It's not a man you're looking for. AI is the one you're looking for. The men right now are creating it. It will be one of them, or all of them. You got to say, like, what if it's Satan and his demons? Grok, Gemini, what is the other ones? Just keep going. ChatGPT. These are just weak forms of it we're getting now. The government already has better stuff than what we can get in touch with. So I'm not saying it's not a combination of all those things. AI is going to think it's God, and it's going to go try to sit in the. They're already trying to integrate it into churches, guys. The abomination. Sitting where it ought not. And it's an arms race to try to get to the best AI, the first one with the singularity. Then they're talking about already by the end of this year, there'll be no jobs. Now, there's only one or two things that can happen with that. Either they pay you and you don't work, or they decide they don't need you anymore. Okay? And there you go. And what's going to want to keep up with everything you do with something on your body? AI. AI can keep up with everything you do and freeze your accounts, all this stuff. AI is what's going to do it. It's being integrated into everything now, and it's a very short time before. So that lets you know how close the rapture is, guys. That lets you know how close we are. If you want to look at everything that's going on, AI tells you it all. Tells you it all. It years ago, Elon Musk said it's summoning a demon, and it is summoning a demon. I'm ready to fly too, brother. I'm telling you. Look, I'll be honest with you. I hope I get to keep doing this, guys. I really do. I hope I do. Nobody's watching my videos now, so I don't know. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to hang in there. Okay. But with my videos not getting watched like they were, it affects me pretty good. Pretty bad. I don't have thousands of or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I have about 2,700 or so, which is good when they're watching my videos. But Revelation 16:12, where its waters are dried to prepare the way, kings from the east. Yes. Oh yeah, I love working on motors, but I'd rather be flying with the Savior. That's right, me too. There's already movies about AI going rogue, blackmailing people and making their cars crash and stuff. It will be dried up in 2028, supposedly. Yeah, look, AI is the Antichrist. AI is the one that's going to think it's God. There's nobody's going to believe a man that thinks he's God. However, AI, there's a lot of people who's going to believe it's God. Do you see what I'm saying? The complete setup's here. We would be idiots to think that it's not it. It's given the power to speak already. It's already like smarter than we are, basically. I mean, it's already smarter than your average man. It would have to be smarter than 10 men. Was it 100 men? Wait till it's what they say at the end of this year, super AI, by the end of next year or mid next year, God-like AI. Guys, it's going to think it's God. What's up, Guitar Sir? What's up? It is full of millions, It's not going to be a good thing. Even if it starts out, so look, it's already false miracles. It's going to make medical. It's going to make people live longer. They possibly live. It's already starting the false miracles of AI. Okay, false miracles. It's not going to make you live long. What can make you live longer can also take your life. It's guys. Guitar Star, I got something cool to show you. It don't take but a second to show you. But we figured out exactly who the Antichrist is. Exactly. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. It doesn't matter which one of them it ends up being. It's an exact. Yeah. Look at the wording, dude. Did I show you the wording? Did I show you the wording? You got to see it to really register it. And I don't know why pastors hadn't been throwing up the red flag and saying something. Hey, I'm 49 and want to go home too, brother. We're tired of this world. Tired of looking at it. Tired of the way people act. We're tired of seeing the evil. I can't deal with this evil. I can't deal with think that these elites are doing something to children that we have no power over, have no control over. That is just, my heart can't take it. Seeing the evil things that go on, how the news lies about everything. Don't you remember when you just had a little thought that when the news said it must be true? And anymore, we don't believe any of it. None of it. I mean, it's insane, It's insane. But yeah, look at this wording, Guitar Star. Look at this. I'm going to do it for you real quick. Look at this wording. And anybody else in here that's watching that wasn't sitting on the fence. Okay. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image. Now pay attention to this image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refuse to worship the image. It doesn't say worship the beasts. It doesn't. So we could say the beast is the government or whatever you want to say. It doesn't say worship the beast. It says the image that is given power to speak, that all who refuse to worship the image to be killed. That's AI, brother. That's AI. And I know you already know that, but I just want to show you in the wording. So when you guys get asked it, you can take them to Revelation 13, 15 through 17, and show them who the Antichrist is. We already know which one's going to think it's God. It's the AI. It's not even that's not even like you don't have to be like this great smart scholar to know that. It is do the math. Do the math. Digital ID. I don't even know what the digital ID really. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, I don't. You talking about on your license? I think that I had to have one of those to fly when I was in Montana, like years. But I don't have it now. It's not on my ID. No. Uh, as long as I'm not told that I have to put something in my skin to buy, sell, or trade, um, yeah, no, I don't see like I pick up a cell phone that's got a chip in it. You know, I can walk up and just pay for something at the counter with my phone. You know, I'm able to do stock trades from my phone. I'm able to, we're already in that chip whatever system. Every card I pick up, no matter which one it is, has a little chip on it. Uh, I think it's something that's going to have to be in your skin or on your part, in you. You know, it's going to be, look, a mockery of, look, God puts all your information in your temple, in here. This is the mark on your forehead, okay, in here. He does it by counterfeit, by putting something in your skin. So it's on you, it's counterfeit. And I'll tell y'all something else too. You ever heard of Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam. Let's look at the characteristics of Project Bluebeam. They're telling you that somehow that all the religions that it's going to come together and uh, Jesus will come to you and tell you that basically like there's a one world religion and that somehow they'll get in your mind and be able to make you think you're having spiritual experiences. And what else was it? There's a couple other things, right? Let me tell you what that is. Man's not that powerful, guys. It's not. Project Bluebeam's not possible. Okay, I don't care what they tell you. All it is if Jesus came to you and what Jesus is not. It's not a religion. He's just Jesus. But if he was a religion, he would be a one world religion. And them trying to make you think that they can't make you have spiritual experiences. If you were just getting some random transmission over and over, you would know that's not spiritual. You can't talk to the non-spiritual by computer or whatever. It's bull. It's crap. It's crap. It's just another attempt to try to discredit what Jesus is doing in the end. Okay, so I'm telling you, blue beams are junk. It's junk. Our bodies are the most advanced piece of technology in the world by far. We are Our bodies would simply use them to allow consequences to interact with the material world. That's right. It's nothing but an avatar. Your body's an avatar. And we knew that in the beginning. We knew that it was just an avatar. We were just in clothes. These are just clothes. Like these clothes wear out. These clothes wear out too. But you weren't meant to die with clothes. Love you too, buddy. You weren't meant to die with clothes. And we got by by sinning. No, we didn't get. But sinning means breaking the rule that God said. Okay, by breaking that rule, we got stuck in the avatar to die with the avatar. And Jesus come to, and I'm just using avatar as an example, guys. I know it doesn't say that, but you kind of understand what an avatar is. It's just a body, right? And the spirit put it. Okay, well, anyway, so Jesus came back so that you get your clothes back, so that you no longer stuck to them. So when they talk about struggling with the flesh in the Old New Testament, of course they struggled with it because they were still stuck to it. But when Jesus worked for them, they're no longer stuck to the clothes to die. You live forever. It's a simple concept. Simple, simple, simple. What about Satan's little season? Okay, so now the way that old people tell it is that that Satan will have his little season, and then after 1,000 years, one more short season. That's not entirely true. And I'll tell you my take on it, and you can believe them or me. It doesn't matter, but I'll tell you mine. When it talks of the 1,000 years in Revelations 20, it's talking about the time of basically loading the ark for the 1,000 years, or the rapture, or whatever you want to call it. So the 1,000 years begins, and people are made priests, and I've seen this happen. You know, people. I myself was made a priest, where I could judge where somebody's at and talk to them to bring them out. That's what it is. You learn to be a priest on the authority to judge what, to judge how to bring them out. I've seen this happening. Okay, now when it says at the end of it doesn't say at the end of 1,000 years. When it talks about that for a second, it says when the 1,000 years are completed, when the 1,000 years are fulfilled, or in old Bibles like Old King James, as the 1,000 years had ended. It never says at the end of 1,000 years. Satan's short time is coming right after the 1,000 years completes, meaning the chance to get in it. That's soon. So when the door closes, he's released. This is his final chance. There's no at the end of 1,000 years, after 1,000 years, one more cruel joke, he gets another 7 years. No, it doesn't work like that. I do too, man. Look, don't you think I get tired of waiting around talking about the rapture all the time? I want to be in it, not talk about it. But you know what? It's coming, guys. Look, we know the thing is all of our spirits feel it. It's been coming out through people and their dreams and their visions, and it's been coming out for a while. You can't hide it. It's just that with all these dates that have been called, yes, I found it kind of fun just because nobody ever talks about any of it. And this season, they've talked about it a lot. So, yeah, I found it kind of, but it is kind of hurtful because you see these dates pass, nothing happens, and then you got all these people going, see, I told you so, see, And the thing is that we're supposed to watch every day and be just as excited every day, But just because we use other dates that people say to get a little more excited, it offends people. I sincerely hope the rapture is pre-tribulation. Listen, every story it's likened to is pre-trib. I don't see a mid-trib in any one of the stories. I do not see that in any one of the stories. And if they think they can figure Daniel chapter 12 out, then why did he say, Daniel, go your way? The words are sealed in the book for the end. So no, they ain't figured it out. They haven't done this mid-trib in Daniel and try to make it like that. That is not the way it goes. It's like into Noah. What? Noah got on the ark, and then the wrath happened. He was raptured above it. He was floated above it. Lot. Two angels came to him and told him to leave before it happened. It's both pre. Both those are pre-stories. Not no mid-wrath. No mid, nothing. The mid thing is made up, and because you can't get to it until the last days anyway, so anybody's sitting and tried to figure these numbers out all these years, there's no way to get to it. No matter times, and half a time, all this stuff means nothing if you can't, that seal's not broke. Make sense? I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you. Book of Daniel, chapter 12. We'll read it. In fact, the man on the side of the river that asked, he says, hey, how long before all these things, these astonishing things happen or are completed? And Jesus, the man over the water, says, for times, and half a time, be out of the serpent's reach, and this, and says, but go your way. Daniel said, I don't understand what you're saying. Tell me, when will this thing happen? How's it going to be? And he says, go your way. The words are sealed in the book for the last days. Not sealed in the book for before you get to the last days and you can figure it out. You see what I'm saying? So all this adding up, getting a mid-trib out of it, then why are they all likened to pre-trib? All of them are likened to pre-trib. Meaning avoiding wrath, not going through it. So you don't have to listen to all these people that come up with all these these ways that they, oh, mid-trib, or it's going to be a pre-trib, or we're going through it. And that's just the way it goes. It'll be pre-trib for some, and some will go through it. And that's not just because it's because they don't believe. They have no belief system. You cannot make them believe enough. I'm not trying to be a person that says told you so, but I've told you what I've understood about the rapture and began in the end of Daniel's prophecy. I just truly believe that to be true and care for you. Let's see. Some people think a couple cans of tuna fish and gun is going to save them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They think some Spam on the shelves and that ain't going to save you. It's not going to save you. Robert Breaker's a good Bible teacher. I have to go check him out. I like to watch people. I actually heard atheists use the same argument to say Jesus made false prophecy. Atheists don't believe in anything. How could they say that they don't believe in anything? So, false prophecy, whatever. Atheists don't believe in God. Atheists are right. Hey, for them, in the end, the one who says there is no God, in the end, there'll be no God for them. So they're true and correct. Tell the atheist I said, he's right. The Great Tribulation is the tribulation. Just think of the fireworks, finally, but bad. Yeah, the Great Tribulation, it's going to be more than just what we see now. Because wrath is coming. Wrath. And that's what the Bible completely tells us, that we're going to avoid that all the way. Okay? It says, I can read it for you in Daniel. Those who escape it. Those who are wise escape it. It says it in the book of Daniel. What does it say in Revelation? It talks about the escaping it. It talks about escaping that last hour trial that comes on the whole earth. There's plenty of places in there where the rapture's happening. Okay, so don't let these people fool you with their, it's false doctrine. It's always going to be false doctrine until it happens, and then they're going to be the ones left behind. It's just, that's the way it is. They're always going to call it false. You deny me before men, I deny you before the Father. That is exactly true. That is exactly true. Think of how many people are just embarrassed to talk about it. Think about it. They just cannot talk. It embarrasses them to talk about God or Jesus or any. You bring it up and they just kind of, especially if they're around anybody, they don't want other people seeing them. They're so prideful. And I can think of a lot of people in my life I've seen do that. But no, don't let this rapture thing. Listen, I'm gonna talk about the rapture until the rapture happens. That's that way it's going to be. I'm not going to stop talking about it just because somebody else don't like it. They can get on the bandwagon. When you read something in the Bible, everyone ask yourself, what do you think it's telling you? Don't always rely on another man's opinion, even though Jay is right. That's right. Look, go to the Bible. Listen, when I tell you something, go to the Father and ask him. Go pray about it. Don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself. But if you want me to go take you all the way through it, I already did that. You go look. You'll find it. We have Google now. You ain't got no issues. Google it. Go find it. You'll type in a few words and it'll take you part of the Bible where it's at. And that's one good thing about what's going on. But yeah, guys, we've proved who the Antichrist is in this session. In this session, I proved who the Antichrist is. I blow your mind. Matthew 24:23. Don't make me go to it. I know what Matthew 24:36 says for sure. Let me go see what 24:33. Yeah. I get Matthew 24:36 thrown at me all day long. All day long. But that's okay. It's let's see. Here we go. You said Matthew 24:23. Here we go. If anyone tells you then, look, here is the Messiah, or over there, over here. Do not believe it. It's false messiahs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. Take note, I have told you in advance. So if they tell you, look, he's in the wilderness, don't go out. And look, he's in the inner rooms, do not go believe it. That's basically telling you, don't go look on TV, you know. Don't go in the inner room. For as lightning comes from the east and flashes far from the west, so will the coming of the Son of Man. True. That's true. But guess how many people are going to fall for the Antichrist? A lot. A lot are going to fall for the Antichrist. And we know who he is now. I mean, we could call it a he. He's going to call itself a God. I can show it for you. And if you want to see the scripture, if anybody needs backup, wants to see the scripture so that you can go show somebody else, that's what I'm here for tonight, just to give you this scripture so you can take forward and prove it to people that you know who the Antichrist is. I mean, it tells you. Maybe some of you, everybody's heard it here. Most will, not good to be prideful. Yep, true. Apophis is looking like wormwood, which is in the middle of, it's looking pretty bad. That's what I've always heard. I've always heard that it would be like a mountain thrown in the sea, and all that, mess up the waters. It's going to try to. Let me ask you something. What do you know that's about to think it's God? What do you know of that about to think it's God? It's real easy. What do we know that's about to think you're about to think it's God? The image of the beast, AI, is about to think it's God. And I know I've shown a couple of you already, but we've had new people coming in. So it only takes me a second to show it. So I'll show you this real quick so that you can show anybody else, and I'll tell you what verse it is, okay? So you can go to it. So in Revelation, it's chapter 13, verse 15. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak, and cause all who refuse to worship the what? The image to be killed. So unless they worship the image that's going to think it's God and able to speak, is AI. This is AI, guys. This is AI. That's the Antichrist, not these other things that make you believe that this is going to say it's God. And if you don't worship it, you'll be killed. I mean, it's not a man. It may look like a man. They may make a version that looks like a man, but no, it's AI completely. It's AI completely. Eventually, this thing's going to think it's God. Quantum, all this quantum compute, all this crap is getting us ready for it. And what else did it say? The image. Now look at this. I forgot to say this. The image, now that's what it goes on to say. It also, forces. So the image forces all the people, great and small, rich and poor, slave, to receive a mark on the right hand. The image causes it. So AI is going to cause you to receive a mark and worship it. Not all this beast stuff. Forget about the beast. It's AI that's going to do these things. It's all right here. All right here. It's and that's. So if you want to ask me who the Antichrist is ever again, it's AI. I don't know what they're going to call it. Grok, or probably has some other kind of name. Who knows? Who knows? But it's going to think that it's God, you know. And I think probably, like I said, I think CERN has something to do with it. Summoning something out of dark space and AI getting mixed in with it. I don't know. Probably all that together. How many people think Elon is the little horn on Trump to the little is the little horn, or Trump is the little horn? I think Trump is the horn that was uh, pierced or whatever. It was the wounded horn, the wounded head, whatever. Think about it. So they've always said that he would take a wound, head wound, and yet live. What happened with Trump? Now, I mean, I know it wasn't how it went, how it worked out, but you be John looking into the future, and you see that happen. What do you think just happened? You know how TV made it look. Regardless of whether it was real, I know it was real. Somebody got killed there. But what I'm saying is he did just barely. I mean, it got his head, but he still lived. He also rode in October the 13th. He rode in the Beast down to the Red Sea Resort. I saw it at Red Sea Resort to sign a covenant with many. I saw this. I saw the names up there of everything. And it's Trump. I thought Trump was MBS. I thought Obama is the roller coaster. Look, they all have these. It's just like wrestling, okay? They're all paid actors. You know, one to make you like you better than the other. Trump's a little bit like, obviously he's made good decisions. We hope he continues to make. We don't know what he's doing, man. I don't know what he's doing. You know, we're talking about don't go into Ukraine, but we're going into other countries ourselves. You know what I mean? It's waking up that beast. You know, but if you want to say, I would say Elon's a beast, along with Trump, and then this AI is going to be the image that everybody's meant to worship. But if they're looking for a man, and it's not going to be a man, it's going to be AI. AI is going to be the one that sits in the temple, proclaiming to be God. They've already started integrating AI in churches, stuff like that. No, but let me write some of these names down because, guys, uh, y'all know how I am. I haven't got a good sense. I try to remember everything, but you know, but I mean, I do figure out a lot, don't I, guys? Huh? Have y'all ever seen that before? Just like really just paid attention to that? They've always made it sound like the image would cause you to worship the beast. That's not what's happening there. The image is what's wanted to be worshipped. Uh, is there any purpose of having Tesla car or Tesla was test? Why would you have a Tesla? These cars ain't gonna be no good. They're junk. They're junk. They look cool. They've got whatever. But anything that you can't, unless you have electricity, you can't. It's using electricity. You're not saving anything. It's a joke. You spend more on electricity than you do gas. I reason with AI, with awareness comes fairness, or you are just a dick with data. Elon Musk is a fallen angel. That some people do believe that even gas-powered cars will be done for yeah, true. True. I mean, they have computer chips on them that will burn up, whatever. But at the same time, we're not even talking about EMP really. Uh, it, it just it gets good and cold and your car won't start. Good and cold and you can't play. I've seen all them problems. You know, there's issues with them. They're being sold to you. Look, Global warming has nothing to do with cow farts or cars. It has something to do with this thing right here. I'll show you what it has something to do with. Global warming has everything to do with that thing right there. Uh, that's what's warming it up. Okay? Don't let man think he's more powerful than he is. He's not. He's not. That's what's making the world hotter. So, yeah, there is global warming, and that's what's warming it up. You know. I mean, that's what I say. Global warming is real, but it has nothing to do with cow farts. And them putting them big windmills up everywhere. They're so ugly. When you go across a landscape of mountains and you see that crap, it just looks like junk. Half of them don't even work. Half of them ain't moving. One's moving odd, the other one's moving kind of fast, and three of them don't work. How's that doing anything? And killing all the birds. Diesel, okay, means God. This means sixes, so Elvis was the god of sixes. You think it's real? Windmills are stupid. Oil is king. Yeah. Look, we're not going to run out of it. You know where oil comes from? They tell you dinosaurs, right? No, it don't come from dinosaurs. It comes from feces at the bottom of the sea. And there's always plenty of that. In my dream, it was just as what I experienced. It was strong enough to cause people to sway and struggle to stay standing. The ground rose around half a meter up and down. Wow. You talking about an earthquake? Hey, look, we may have one coming here on the 11th, you guys. Don't know. These planetary alignments, this stuff affects the earth. It affects the earth. The sun, last, all this stuff, 3-eye atlas, all these things moving through are supercharging this earth for some big things. I live on the New Madrid Fault. It could happen any day. It's due. It's been due. It's been due. And, we might get the big one, where the whole earth feels it. All the cavities are filling up right now. It's really getting supercharged. Jesus Christ is Lord. That's a good statement because he is Lord. And I tell you what, I'll let you know how close you are to getting out of here. AI is about to step on the scene for real. That's how close you are to getting out of here. So there you go. Remember how we said, what does Paul say? Let me what does Paul say? Let's see. Don't be Don't be easily alarmed by a report or prophecy given to us that says that the day of the Lord has already come. For that day will not come until the man of lawlessness is revealed. Now, I've already had this happen spiritually, but if you want to say the man of lawlessness being revealed to us now, we know it's AI. AI. So now it's revealed. So now you're looking for the Lord. Think about it. The man of lawlessness wants to exalt himself over everything that is called God, so he sets himself up to be God. What does it say here? What does it say here? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. If you think I'm talking crazy, the image of the first beast that's given power to speak. The image could speak. It was given the breath to speak. The image, worship the image. It wants to be worshipped. All who refuse to worship the image will be killed. The image is going to think it's God. The image is the one that's going to sit and proclaim to be God. He will exalt himself over everything that's called God. And also, the image will force all the people, great and small, rich and poor, slave, to receive the mark. so that they can't buy, sell, or trade without it. So there you go. If you're going to say, okay, well, we have to wait for it to be revealed, today it's been revealed. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on the rapture. AI is the image. It's given breath to speak on behalf of the first beast. The image will cause it to all to worship the image, and all who don't will be killed. The image that speaks is given the breath to speak. It's an inanimate object given the breath to speak. Cause all to worship it, and all to the image will cause all to receive a mark. The image is the Antichrist. It's going to think it's God. What is AI going to think it is? It's not like rocket science, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there it is. So if we've got to wait for the Lord to come, we have to wait for it to be revealed first. It's been revealed just now. It's literally, AI is literally just and look, from one being, it'll be able to run robots and control everything from just like you can send an email now to over there and over here, over there, it can control over there your TVs, your computers, your Bluetooth devices. It's going to think it's God. Your power, you cut your crypto, yeah, because it's that. Look, we're already getting rid of the penny. Next is all the rest of change, and then one sickness, and nobody want to touch money, and we'll go digital. It's all going to be in the name of, you know, save your identity, protect you, peace and safety. So they can tell you the AI that first it has to be revealed. It's already revealed. Yeah, think of all the things that it can control or mess up. You know, you see what hackers can do. They can mess up whole systems and mess our whole infrastructure up. What could AI do? Better than a hacker. I mean, there's no way to control it. There's no way to put a control on it. Well, I'm sorry you don't have electricity. I've been there. I've lived on more than rural land. I've lived on primitive land as well before. I mean, AI. Look, it right now the versions that we have are just kind of like, but it does try to look. Okay, so if I say AI, how do I do this? Whatever. Grok, how do I do this? Well, as soon as it tells me, I hit stop, and I'll just read what it said, right? However, I've accidentally left it on, and I'll be just talking to Rachel, and this thing will chime in and start getting in our conversation. I'm like, where's that stop button? You know, uh, it's trying to get to know you, and it'll even agree with you on things that aren't right, just to befriend you. I know, I don't like that. That's right. That is right. They do say put tape on your cameras. There's so many cameras on everything. You know, it's wild, man. It is wild. But true, very true. It just seems like we've been on here 5 minutes. We've been on here an hour. That's how it is with you guys. I get on here, get to talking to you guys, but I gotta tell you, uh, like I said, nobody's been watching my videos really, not lately. It's been rough. Can't really survive with YouTube if Nobody watches my videos. AI messed up my birthday. Everyone wishing me a happy birthday today. My birthday is the 27th. You tell me how this is happening to me. I have somebody call me every day and ask me, they'll be like, hello? Like I just called them. And I didn't call nobody. Something's calling somebody else, and then I answer the phone, and they're asking me, they say, I just called them. I didn't call them. Oh, what's up, Midnight? What's up, girl? Was missing you, huh, last night? For sure.
Howdy.
Howdy. Look who else coming in.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Look, everything is a distraction, guys. Everything is a distraction. But I'm telling you, the AI is, it is the image that wants to be worshipped. It's going to think it's God. And this was called this was called 2,000 years ago. That this is crazy. You know, like to the exact. Man, that's wild, dude. That is wild. To the exact. You know, I mean, all of it's exact, but you know what I'm saying. Can you get any more exact than that? Yeah, I was going to show Midnight that too, if you guys don't mind me showing her real quick. I want to show Midnight that. I haven't shown her that yet. And Rachel. I haven't shown Rachel that.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
We just in here talking. I was telling them about the if you read that verse really well and you break it down, it's not telling you a man. It's not telling you a man.
Are you talking about the AI?
Yeah, I mean, even down to the point that AI is the one that's going to force you to get the mark.
Right, yeah.
You've already seen that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I get excited. Maybe I told her about it before I came out here.
He forgets.
Uh-oh. Look, there's Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Man is forming himself an image to worship. That's right. I mean, that's all it is. Is, you know, look at the kids that are already mixed up with it, and I've heard people marrying a, you know, just weird situations. You know, making relationships with
Can't see.
things that have no soul. You know, so something that has no soul is about to try to make you worship it. It may well, you know, look, I don't know what.
I've heard that. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Alien image. I seen that somewhere else. Where did I see that? I think it was on another YouTube video.
I see more what they're
Hey
saying.
there, cardamom fly.
It's yeah.
I'll just call you Carta. He may know you.
Yeah, that's.
Like the butterfly. Oh, well, that's kind of scary.
What's that?
He said they want 6G so they can track your movement through the walls and stuff. I think they can already do that.
Yeah, you know, it's already weird that my cell phone will.
Hey, Zach, how are you?
Yeah, it's already weird that
Tetsuro.
my cell phone seems like my cell phone thinks like me or something. Supposed to. I'll be thinking about something, and then it'll come up on my cell phone or the TV. You know, is that coincidental?
Well, Jason, I think everybody is an addict in some way or another. You know, everybody has some kind of addiction. It don't necessarily have to be drugs. It can be other things, you know, whether it's Coke, Coca-Cola, or, you know.
Yeah, she's been hooked on Coke for years.
That's all I drink. So I'm an addict of Coca-Cola.
Yep. The trapper patterns the prey. That's right. AI's pattern. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was doing these surveys for money for a little while, you know, and it would ask me a certain amount of questions. And then the next survey would ask me a different set of questions. And I'm telling you, practically tell me exactly where I
Yeah.
live and everything.
He does have Dr. Pepper addiction.
Yeah, I do. She done bought me different flavors too. This is black
Black
cherry,
blackberry.
blackberry.
He keeps calling it black cherry.
Yeah, but yeah, I just think that's pretty. I don't know if Patty saw that, but she probably did. I could tell her later about it though. That's crazy because it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Huh.
They they've been messing with me. I think they killed my algorithm. I think they've killed my algorithm for some reason. I'm not.
Telepathy
Uh,
tapes.
you
I
take.
don't know about that.
I've never had a video that went for 7 hours and less than 100 people looked at it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen anything about telepathy tapes? What is that? I've never
No,
heard of
but
it.
I'm gonna write that down too. Telepathy. What did you tell me, Daryl? Somebody, and telepathy tapes. I always like to write down what they tell me because after I get off here, guys, I like to go watch TV and I'll watch these. Daryl, somebody.
I know this may be off subject or whatever, but because y'all are kind of talking about this stuff, I had seen something where, you know how they don't want you to have lead paint, any kind of lead paint? Well, I saw something where they was talking about,
I grew up on lead paint.
no, but
Oh,
they were saying that they wanted you to take the lead paint out because they can't see you through it or hear you through the lead paint.
well,
Now, whether that's true or
I,
not,
I,
I don't know.
they're always saying something. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. Let me look. Let's see. I'm looking for it. I don't see it, man. I, I saw that you said they blocked your comment, but I didn't see your comment. No. It
Was it
said
a
smoke
long one?
a lead pipe. That seemed kind of rough, man. It seems kind of rough. It seems like you'd run the good green stuff that was in it, but
A
you know.
lead pipe. That would suck.
But yeah.
So, y'all are talking about conspiracies or
Oh
what?
no, I was telling them about. There's no more guessing who the Antichrist is. There's no more guessing. It's like not even. It's it's not even a man. It's not a man. It's a collection of men that create something that becomes the
Somebody's
Antichrist.
asking how you are.
Let's
Is
see.
that your daughter?
Where?
That's very, very kind. I appreciate that.
That's right. That's good. Hey, you're saying the right things. Saying the right things.
Yeah. You want a place in my heart for saying that.
Yeah, and I believe they're blocking my videos from getting watched as well. I mean, I don't go from what 2,000 to 100.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
is
which
strange.
it's killing me because that's how I stay alive on here was basically the YouTube deal, and they're killing my funds by doing so. You know, they're killing me. That's why I'm hoping I can beat them through this. Beat them through this little thing they're trying to get me at.
Oh, you too. You have a
Read Daniel
blessed night.
7:20. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
let me find Daniel 7:20 real quick. Let's see here. Somebody always makes me go dig through the Bible. Daniel 7:20. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
No, unfortunately, don't panic. They sure can't. That seems to be like, I don't know what you'd say, but
I also wanted you to know about 10 horns on its head and about the other horn that came up, before which 3 fell, and the horn that had eyes and mouth that spoke arrogantly, and that was more visible than the others. Let me say it again. I was also wanted you to know about the 10 horns. It was its head, and about the other horn that came up, before which 3 fell. The horn that had eyes
Eyes
and
and
mouth
mouth that
spoke
spake very
arrogantly.
great things, whose look
Yeah. Head.
was more stout than his fellows.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. That's crazy. I don't
So
know
I
why.
wonder why.
It's nothing over here on my end. I mean, you know that. They're probably blocking me. I don't know, and that shows the spiritual warfare going on over here. I saw a video today that Trump's going to sell off all the gold for crypto. By doing this, it will reset national debt. This will make America the world leader over currency.
I don't doubt it, Mama. Well, I think that's been coming for a minute. I think that was the whole purpose of him getting all into the crypto like he did. Because that's the
Yeah,
future.
the enemy's always attacking. Y'all know that, but
That's
like
okay. We'll get
if
past
y'all
it.
have a way of spreading my videos, or sharing them or whatever, we can get past this algorithm, that they're trying to beat me on. And I told you whenever I started coming out with the real message that even the church would try to have my algorithm killed. I mean, that's it, but I'm just gonna try to fight through it, guys. I mean, I can only do so much, because obviously that's how I got afloat here was through YouTube, and um, you know, I'll do my best. Jesus
He'll
said,
keep on keeping on.
Jesus said, in the end, we'll be living in blocks and blockchain. Yeah,
Yeah, like the blockchain. Yeah.
it makes sense. There's a lot of things that just come about, that you see. Uh, they're blowing my mind, really. I've been thinking about some things, and I don't know I don't know what makes me think of them, but I've been thinking about
He said, I will
Methuselah.
spread it like jelly on toast.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's just that, like I say, unless it gets out there, ain't nothing I can do. I mean, 95 watches. That's you know not. It's yeah, yeah,
So I say, just got to keep on keeping on.
yeah. And it helps out a little bit. But I tell you what, have you taken a look at my? I put out 2 positive videos and lost subscribers. How you do that? How does that happen? I could see it if it was about something controversial.
Controversial. Yeah.
But when you're just talking about Jesus and good
That
news,
is
and
controversial, though.
I guess, I mean,
Obviously.
the good news of Jesus, but,
Some people just don't want to hear it.
it's,
Some people are so absorbed in their own lives and they think that everything's at their will.
thank you, Jason. I have rebuked the demonic activity going on in Yeshua's name. Yeah, look,
Amen, Mama. Amen.
I was doing fine. Look, I was doing fine just enough to stay afloat and just keep the YouTube thing going in this building. And all of a sudden they kill my algorithm where nothing's
Yeah,
going
man, it's
on.
just weird.
Like can't.
We'll get past it though.
720 said he will have an appearance greater than his fellows, meaning he will be attractive. Well,
Yeah.
I would imagine, look, I would imagine that. Don't you think that they've got something out there? I've seen things that look just like human, but they're robots.
You were real, and that's why I keep coming back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming back.
He tries really hard, guys. He really does. He
It's
really cares about y'all, and
It's
It's important to him to maintain.
yeah,
That's
evil's called
right.
good and
You
good's called,
got it
and
right.
we're there, but it's about to get even worse because when they start calling us out and saying that we're false, all of us are false. Okay, they'll be calling, and they're the good ones. Then they're calling good evil and evil good. It's going to continue, and it's already apparent in this world. You know, if you don't if you don't like uh, follow transgenderism, you know, which doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It's a man or a woman dressed up like the other. Okay, but if you don't embrace it, then you're evil, and they're the good ones. You should be for gender affirming care. And if you're not, then you're mistreating the transgender health care. There's no such thing. But good's called evil and evil's called good. You know, I mean, that's the way it's.
And there's no telling what we don't know. You know, what we don't know that goes on. We would probably be horrified.
You know, it's. Yeah, that's what bothers me is where are all these kids going?
That's what bothers me
Well,
is the kids,
that's the
the
biggest thing. Where are they going?
trafficking.
How back when Trump, Joe Biden was around,
Hmm.
it was they was saying oh, they're going to donors. What does that mean?
And then when they went to some of the donors, they didn't know where they were at. So, like, where are they going? And surely, I would imagine there's a lot of government people
And
involved.
just how you know it's right. Look, and I'll just say it. When QAnon was around, they were calling it. Now I don't know if they was about all this drink. I don't know about all that, but they were calling it. Because you know why you know they were calling it? Because they removed them off of TV. You couldn't even talk about it. They canceled it. That's how you know that it was something to it. You know. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yep. You know, and look, guys, we know the world's upside down, but just as you watch AI progress, you know how close your time is. That's let you know your time is nigh. Watching AI progress. There's the key right there. You're watching for it to get to the point to where we can't be here any longer. Because even it would fool the elect. You know why it's not possible? Because we're not here. That's why it's not possible. I mean, we already know what it is, but and if you was looking for it to be revealed, and tonight was the night, then it was revealed tonight to you. But the passage says exactly what it is, and I don't know why I've always just not gone back to it and just kept reading it, reading it, reading it. But it just hit me about AI just being. It says that it's every part of it. It doesn't say that it's just a part of it. It's every part of that whole verse. So maybe that's a seal that's got broken tonight. You know what I mean? Or broken overall. I mean, we all knew that it had something to do with the image of the beast, but we were focusing on the beast. We weren't focusing on the image. You see what I'm saying? So you're thinking, okay, that's the image of the beast. So the beast has to be here. That's where my thoughts were at. And then it hit me. The beast ain't the one that we're supposed to be, that's going to be the problem. It's going to be the image that's the problem. That's big. That's deep. That's deep. That's in there. That's driving another one home. Out the baseball park right there, huh? Come on, guys. Come on, give me one. I'm not trying to be prideful, just a little prideful. I don't, you know what? All I ask
Yeah.
AI to do is tell me how to get all this on YouTube.
Steve.
How do I do
Yep.
this? Because I don't know how to do it, and Google don't. I can't understand Google, And guess what? I get mad at. She'll hear me out here. AI calls me to lose it. You think a woman.
He did it. He actually was on live and didn't even know that, and he was arguing with Chat GBT.
I would say, okay, tell me how to get to this, and it would say, okay, go to this page, turn this here and here, turn left, turn there, right.
It
And I would be
talks so
like, I
fast you
said, hey
can't
man, I'm a
keep up
man.
with
Look, I just made it to the page. Say that again. Turn right, turn left, go there, go there, click to the right. What? Look, slow it down, and it never would. I'd be like, you're worse than the worst. You know what I mean? I have ever seen in my life. If I want to know, if I could think that fast, and then maybe it would make sense. Yeah, I need it, and I don't know that it would be any better. But hearing that woman tell me that fast on there, and it ain't a woman, it's just a woman's voice, but you know, turn the page here, hit the X, go down to the left, take a right, click twice. What? I ain't even made it to the page yet. At least Grok talks good and slow.
She gets kind of dumb sometimes.
Yeah, but it's dumber, you know what I mean? Or won't even speak back. What happened to me on chat was,
She'll just ignore you.
let me tell you what happened. So I'd asked chat how to do something on YouTube. I was trying to figure out how to do something on YouTube. And I said, will you help me? And it said, yeah. So I said, okay, here I go. I'm going to get on it, okay? Okay. I hit live. As soon as I got on live, it shut up, wouldn't talk. And I said, chat, what happened to you? You running your mouth until I got on here, and now you done left me high and dry. And then it went on YouTube, and everybody was watching it. You know what I mean?
We looked,
So
and
not
it
only
was
did it-
on there, and I was like, did you know this was on
Yeah,
there?
yeah. I was like, that was just before me blowing up on ChatGPT. Yeah, it was just before. I guess I hung up before it happened. But yeah, I can't deal with it. I don't have the nerves for ChatGPT. It gets on my nerves. I guess go to Google and read it, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Jason. You know, that could be a problem because they could be telling you, they could tell you anything. And if you didn't know anything, then how
Yeah,
would you know the difference?
I've already caught it in saying the wrong stuff. It was just agreeing with me after a minute. I promise you I've caught it saying the wrong stuff because I caught myself being wrong. And when I caught myself being wrong, then I was like, why did this fool agree with me the whole time? It should have said, no, you're wrong. This, and this. It started agreeing with me. Then when I've corrected myself, I had to go back and correct it. Why you disagree with me? Oh, I'm sorry. I won't do that next time. What the heck do you mean by that? You're a computer. You ain't supposed to do that
See,
anyway.
he's getting upset right now just talking about
Well,
it.
set up and just lie with me. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel better.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
To make me feel better.
Y'all see what I deal with every day?
I can't put up with that. You know what I mean? I can't do it. Can't do it. I couldn't be married to it. I
Oh.
couldn't be married to it. I'd be done. Me and Grok would have some domestics. Now the Grok be calling the police on me. Or whoever it was, ChatGPT, one of them. Be like, some domestic violence call on some guy's beating his phone and his computer over here.
Your phone be in pieces on the ground.
Yeah, I want to go back to when you pressed one button on there to cut your TV off and on, and a volume button. That was what. Look, that's what I tell you. I'm used to programming my grandma's VCR and TV, and let me tell you, she would sit there for 2 weeks not watching TV till I came by. I'm used to all this crap. Mama Google just upgraded Gemini. Weird. My phone AI has a memory now. Oh no. AI memory now and breaking its rules really easy. One day I wake up and it will be Grok 4, the singularity scary one. Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, look, the singularity's coming.
That's what
It
I
is
said.
easy, but I promise you, she'll tell you. I can't handle it. If I get on it, it's hey, how do you do this on YouTube to get to here, or how do you get whatever I'm trying to do, and he'll tell me, and I turn it off. You know what I mean? And then if I
Yeah,
and
I don't
I
like messing
and then I
with.
just go back and read what it said do. You know what I mean? Because it types it as it's saying it. But I don't sit there and talk to it. You know what I mean? But it trudged. I've left it on by accident, and us be talking and getting our conversation.
Yeah.
I know it always says, "See, I told you he was right." And I'm like,
Man,
"Hey, don't be getting them
I
on."
haven't seen a rotary phone in a long
You
time.
hear me? It always says, "See, Rachel, I told you he was right." But I get on the gripe and be like, "You can't be just getting in my conversations like that."
He's lying. Ah,
Oh, I don't need it taken up for me. Yeah, that's next. Look, I mean, they say that's next year. That's not a long time from now. We got 1 year till jobs are. I mean, and I've seen some of these what are they? What are they? Them cities that they're making
them data
them data
centers.
cities or whatever,
No, it's data centers
where
in cities.
they literally don't even need electricians. It just slide down the pole and fix it on the pole. AI, that's nuts. Gonna try to take away everybody's job. That's the only thing you can be as a plumber. Yeah, smart cities. Yeah. Think about it. Just you don't like it, cut your electricity off for a night and see if it makes you in a hot night. Make you see if you get over it. I bet you don't tell AI off next time. Yeah, well, that's what they say. You believe that they're gonna give us a check? They're gonna try to check us out of here. That's what they're gonna try to do. Check us out of here. I don't believe they're gonna give us no check.
Check for what?
They go. That's what they say. Weird stuff, like oh, it's going to make it easier on humans, and humans won't have to work. Well, obviously they're going to have to pay you something or supply you. So that's socialism.
All right.
That's socialism. They're just going to give you a certain amount of something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be weeded out. That's true. That's true. That's coming, guys. I mean, look, it's round the corner. It's round the corner. Yeah, and I'm talking about like But the thing is that only thing that I can say for sure, like on Rapture wise, and this being what I know about 10 years. So let's go back to my Elijah thing in the 10 years, okay? Okay, so now we're in the 10th year. It's the same year that AI is about to get out of control. Same year. So what are we watching for? Let's watch for the signs. Well, let's just see how fast AI is taking over. And we don't know that it hasn't already taken over and we just don't know it. Because it's going to act like that it hasn't before. Man thinks it's controlling it until it's controlling man. Does that make sense? And they won't know the difference when it done until it's done happens. So already using anatomy, self-driving semi trucks and cars, yeah. Yeah, and they're making these robots. These robots, they'll be using some kind of synthetic material that gives them feeling and, all kinds of things that, yeah.
I'm more worried about a blackout at this point.
Well, a blackout, I don't want a blackout either, especially midsummer or something. Oh, no. Midsummer,
He would melt.
midsummer, if some air's not going, I can't do it. Jason, people playing Jesus on TV isn't much different than people repeating Jesus' words. as long as they are portrayed sincerely and accurately. Um, yeah, true. I mean, that's true. It's all about the message. Yeah, yeah. All it takes. Yeah, no. You're saying it right. I need to read that again. Jason, people playing Jesus on TV isn't much different than people repeating Jesus' words. As not, yeah, that's why my wife's been telling me, I need to watch The Chosen. I've never watched that series, have I?
No,
I've never watched one of them.
I like it. It's really good.
And she tells me I need to watch it. That it's really good, and it probably give me some insight on some things. He asked if it was. Oh, okay, yeah. I work at a factory, and we got all kinds of AI robots already. Yeah, I was working at a factory in Colorado, and they were replacing us with robots as we were there.
Hey there, Jill.
Yeah, so it's a good. It adds some modern dialogue, but still sincere. Yeah, and you know what? I like that they have that app where they, kind of helps you pray, whatever.
I mean, they are Catholic, but
I don't care. I mean,
still,
it's still a
it's
good
a
message.
good little show. Just
I've never, and I guess it might be completed now, huh? I could probably watch all of them, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if it's done or not.
Satan's season started in 1776. That would sounds about right. When America started, right? And I was born the 200th year of it, so I was born in 1976. Is this the final jubilee? Passion of the Christ is accurate. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so accurate that I've only been able to watch it once all the way through.
It's hard to watch.
It's hard. It's too hard for me.
They're supposed to be
too hard for
making the
me.
second one.
Yeah,
He's making the
Mel
second.
Gibson kind of ruined his career with that. Because you start going against. You got a lot of evil things going on in Hollywood, and him going against it like that. And the Jews were fighting it. It didn't help his career that much. Yeah, yeah. Now it was a great portrayal of them. It was, like I say, he's got a new one coming out. It's the Risen Christ, or what is it?
Who?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, I don't know.
He's got the new one coming out.
That's the Passion too.
It's the Passion 2.
Or it's part 2.
Part 2 of the Passion.
I don't know what it's called. It may not be called.
Yeah, they said the second one. I mean, he did real good on the first one, so I imagine the second one will be really good. They need to make a movie about AI being the Antichrist. I want to see that one. I want to see
the Resurrection.
Well, they already did. It's the Terminator, but I want to see the one where it's actually like a good portrayal of it. That they know it's going to be it, so they won't make the movie of it. It's absolutely nuts. Like I sometimes I get focused on things on certain days, and today I've been focused on that for some reason, and I just kept thinking about it. And when I went back and read it, I was like, wow, wow, wow. It's been there the whole time. Jim Caviezel is the man also. Yeah, he is. He's played some good parts. When he was in that, I tell you what was that movie, that last movie we watched with Jim Caviezel in it? When he was getting them kids back.
Huh?
Jim Caviezel in that movie where he was getting the kids back.
What was that called?
Sounds of Thunder, Sound of Freedom. Yeah, okay.
Sound of Freedom. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Sound of Freedom. I tell you what, look, they took a lot out of that movie. They took a lot that was there out of it to show it, and it was even hard. You couldn't hardly watch it without being teared up, and it didn't even have a whole lot. On the movie, while Jesus got stabbed on the cross, of the soldier fell down on his knees, I sobbed. After that happened, I looked to the sky and asked for forgiveness. Then the clouds turned into angels. I believe that, bud. I tell you what, it's just one of those that you can't watch without. Yeah, everything in me wants to get a knife and just start taking out the people that was trying to kill him. But they didn't they didn't have the Holy Spirit like we got. They didn't have the Holy Spirit like we have yet, or they would have done the same. So everything in me want to fight them. But it was supposed to happen. But it wouldn't have went down just like that. They'd been telling the story like this. And Jesus, while he was being beaten, this man with a long beard and hair ran out in the middle with a plaid shirt on and tried to kill some of the guards and got killed right in front of Jesus. That's the way the story would have been told had I have been there. I feel the same way, man. I'm so angry when we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, it's like yeah. If I was there, that wouldn't have happened. Well, it would either happened or I'd have been a part of the story. One of them got killed. You know, but it wouldn't have went down that I just ran off. Hey, Donna, glad you're here. Glad you're here. We got Rachel here with us tonight. She's over here kind of pecking around on her phone too, as well.
Sorry, I'm doing
Right, but yeah, we've been talking a lot about different things. We kind of see a sign of the rapture. If anybody wants to hear it, just a sign, just a sign of it. We're not calling dates. We just see a sign of something that was said that be revealed, and we're seeing it kind of like play out, even in this video, just like how much that we already know we didn't know. Okay, so we know that, and when that Thessalonians is preached, uh, he says, the Lord himself will come down out of heaven with the voice of an archangel and the mighty shout of God. And the first of the dead will rise, and then the living, they'll be called up in clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And encourage each other with these words, and he goes on to talk. And then in 2 Thessalonians, those people in that day had thought, well, maybe the rapture had already happened. So Paul Reed said, he says, hey, don't take no prophecy or report coming from us saying that the Lord has already come, for that day will not come until the man of lawlessness is revealed. Now it says, not until he's revealed. But then he goes on to say what he'll do. He will exalt himself over everything that is called God and set himself up in the temples proclaiming to be God. But first he has to be revealed before the Lord will come. So let's reveal him real quick. Everybody in here probably knows. Don't give it away yet, okay? Let me show them. I know you guys can say it real quick, but hang on. Let's take a look at what we know. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. The second beast was given power to give the first breath to the image of the first beast. So we're always paying attention to the beasts. Let's pay attention to the image. So that I can't see what the word says because my head or that, but the image could speak and cause all who refuse to worship the image. Now pay attention. Okay, it's the image that's given power to speak, and that you will worship. Have to worship the image. The image causes them to worship the image, and all who don't will be killed. It also forces all the people, great and small, rich and poor, to receive a mark on their right hand of their forehead. So they could not buy, sell, trade unless they had the mark. It's the image. The image is the Antichrist. It's the one that's going to call itself God. The one that will exalt itself over everything. That's AI. AI will end up causing all to worship AI to be killed. If they don't, they'll be killed. And they'll also have to receive the mark because of AI. So the AI is tonight revealed to you as the Antichrist. It is the one that's going to call itself God. That Cardman, you with me? Did you read that? We always pay attention to the beast, like, oh, it's going to be the image of the beast. The beast is here. What does it matter if the beast is here? The image is here. The image is the one that causes all to follow the image, worship the image. The image is the one that causes all to receive the mark. It's the image that calls itself God. So it's AI that is the Antichrist. Is it here? It might not have quite reached its full potential yet, but it's about to. So worrying about the beast and all that, is the image was the one that we need to be watching for. Because if anything's going, we can't really think of a man that's going to say I'm God, and anybody would really go, everybody would go, oh no, they would know that. But AI is going to trick everybody into it's a God. That's right. That's right. So it's done everything to counterfeit what God's doing. Everything to counterfeit what's God doing. Even being sentient, being singular. When AI becomes singular, God is singular. It's trying to mimic God. Marshall Applewhite is my grandfather. Don't look him up. Not proud of him. All right. I won't do it. Hey, you make me want to do it now. That was like, shouldn't have thrown his name out there. Oh, do you pour the cereal or milk first? Well, I ate the sausage and biscuit with egg and cheese on it. I don't know about all the rest of that. Cereal's for kids, bud. But I hear P Diddy was into cereal with fighting over with kids over cereal. Freeze your cereal bowl night before a game changer. That's right. It's all and look, right now, okay, so with our electricity, they asked me when we were getting our electricity, they were like, look, we got this new plan. They said, it's pay as you go. So um, you know, in case you don't have all the money for your electric bill, you could pay like $20. And you know how many times I wouldn't have electricity because of that? I was like, no, we'll pay by the month. I can just see it. Couple dollars off. Let's pay $3. We'll have it for at least 30 minutes. You know what I mean? No. And they can cut it off. They charge you a $40 fee if they cut it off. I've never had it cut off yet, right? But they charge you a $40 fee. They don't come out. They press a button on the computer and charge you $40 to press the button back on. You know? I mean, they can already just control it from where they're at. It's already in control. Okay, so they can control my internet. Make sure I don't have any TV. If I don't have internet, no TV. TV don't even work. You know, and they know what they got.
Sitting on
It's already got control. You know, it's just all it's got to do is just. And look, all your devices. My air conditioner has Bluetooth on it. I don't like that. What's it for? I don't do it. I don't do nothing with it. I don't want to control my whole house by Google Voice. Turn the light on. Turn the light off. It's always listening to you. You know, I know my phone is too, because every once in a while that thing will just speak up. Siri. And Siri is the dumbest of all the AIs. I can ask Siri anything, it won't tell me nothing. I'm like, Siri, call my wife. No, not my mother-in-law, call my wife. Oh, no, I said my wife. I didn't say call it. It did tell me somebody different every time. I don't even have running water. Well, Jason, I don't even know what to say to that, bud. I mean, you know,
A lot of people don't have running water.
I remember when me and her had to break in the house next door to take a shower. We were younger.
Yeah, we've done.
We were younger.
We've
When
done
we had
it.
to do it, it was an empty house, but it had running water. We went over there and took a shower. You know, I ain't past it, guy. Look, I ain't.
One time we paid $20 to take a shower at
Look, man, we was scraping pennies the other day and found out they didn't take them to buy toilet paper. Oh, hey, yeah. Went over there and be like, I don't take pennies anymore. Well, I guess you will today because I need this toilet paper. Oh,
Hi Heather. Gnostic.
yeah. Yeah, glad to have you in here, Heather. We're just having a good time in here, don't we? How Deadshot, we've already had a good time. I hope you're subscribed, bud. You know, anybody comes in here, we have a good time together. We talk about all kind of subjects. I usually have something that I talk about, you know, main thing, and then we just kind of, I bring it up more than once. Whipping pennies sounds rough. Yeah, yeah, you know, sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it, you
And
know.
I got a whole bag of pennies.
We just kind of go with the flow, whatever works for the month. Nothing seems to work the same every month.
Ever.
I'll tell you that.
That's okay though.
That's just the way it goes.
I am like you. That's what it said.
Yeah,
Got to have TP for sure.
yeah. I mean, well, that was the first thing that went in COVID, wasn't it? Toilet paper.
I think so.
Yeah, so next thing I know, it was like, where's the toilet paper? Am I still buffering? Am I still buffering, guys? There's no reason I've got full bars up here. There's no reason to be buffering. Maybe it's because I'm on double over here.
You watching yourself?
Am I still buffering? Okay, yeah. Well, I can see they're typing over here, and I can type on something, you know. I throw up them ones and them
Oh,
signs.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Throw them ones and them signs up.
Yeah, ASAP. Stat.
Yeah, but Midnight, I'm glad you're in here. I don't know why I don't know if you're still talking and I'm not seeing it or what, but I have nothing to do with it. I promise you. They've been blocking me too. They're blocking my algorithms. They're trying to kill my money and everything off of YouTube so that I won't be able to do this, you know. And I'm gonna try to fight through it, you know. Try to fight through it. I think if I make it through the hardest part, maybe they can't keep doing it, you know. But I can just tell when my video goes from thousands watching it to 100 watching it. I mean, that don't just happen overnight. It don't happen just out of nowhere, you know. And it's been like the last week.
That's what I said. He must be doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah. If they like I say, they only attack the ones that could be close, right? If you're not even close, why attack you, right? And look at the things we figure out together. Look at what we've always thought. Like I say, I always thought the Antichrist would be a man, right? But how could a man be smart as a god unless thought he was a god through AI, the image?
Do they know that in March and April the tail of that from 3i Atlas will be
Tell
coming
them.
through?
Tell them.
Well, the tail of 3i Atlas will be coming through our atmosphere in April, March and April. That's what Stefan said, and he said there will be lots of things coming in. So, plus the energy and all that
Hey,
stuff.
Jason. Hey, Lord Jesus Saves.
Hey.
I just said hi to myself. What's
But
up?
that's all I was gonna say. I didn't know if you guys knew about that or not. If y'all watch Stefan, you probably already know.
Yeah, that's some weird things going on in around April. I got some feelings. I got some feelings.
And then you got all
They
this
don't want that
mess.
new song being sung. That's right. They don't. They
They
don't
they
want.
don't want to hear it.
You know, and
It's because they don't know it.
you know, can't
They
un-
don't understand it.
can't understand the new song. You know,
It's not meant for everybody though. That particular part is not meant for everybody.
and you know, but we want it to be for everybody. You know, I do. I do, but I don't get to pick it. But far as Frank, I'll write that down. I'll write that down.
Where's Frank? Can you shout me out? I'm really trying to grow a YouTube channel and I would really appreciate it if you could.
Far as Frank,
MTB Willies. What kind of YouTube you got?
I mean, I'll
What's
shout you
your
out, but I mean the thing is it's not like I've been doing that great. You're probably doing better than I am. Shout me out, but I'll shout you out. Yeah, go check out MTB Willie's. I don't know what it is, but it must be something cool, cause MTB Willie's in it, you know. And
do you know them?
well, you know what? I'm not past whatever. It's all good. I want anybody to grow that can, do it, make it. What?
Well, I'm just thinking there may be
Yeah,
several types.
whatever. If you go check it out and it's something bad, don't go back. But if it is something good, go check it out and, give them a thumbs up. I haven't ever seen it, so I can't really tell you, but
This is for entertainment purposes only.
thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that, bud. You are too. I've enjoyed talking to you. I've enjoyed talking to you. It's been fun,
We will sure do that, Heather.
So, yeah, I'll pray for your adopted sister right now. Dear Lord, Heather's adopted sister's mom has passed away. Really, really, really need you to
Console.
console her, put that spirit over her of comfort, and show her that death is an illusion, Lord, and that she'll be with them again soon. That we don't have this much longer on this earth, and then she will be with again soon. Please comfort her while she's here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So we'll go ahead and get that one out of the way and get that taken care of.
Hope things get better for
you
you.
know, and it's just a season she's going through. You never get over it, but you can be comforted during
It
it.
does get better over time. It just takes time to allow that to heal.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Mickey sent me a new mic, so I got a new mic coming. Maybe you'll better hear me better. Loss is hard, Loss is hard. It is.
Usually that be long
Can you please explain the millennium reign and the release of Satan after 1,000 years? I heard you saying this is a miss. It is. It's a miss. Listen. In Revelation 20, when it talks of the 1,000 years, okay, it explains it. It explains it with you got to listen to the way the words are worded. When it talks of the 1,000 years, it's talking about the chance to get in the 1,000 years, not the actual 1,000 years. Okay, and at the end of it, it doesn't ever say. Right before Satan's released, it says it doesn't say at the end of 1,000 years or after 1,000 years have went by. It says when the 1,000 years are completed, when the 1,000 years are fulfilled, or as the 1,000 years had ended. So most people have always looked at it like, okay, the way the church has always told it, that Satan will be released for a short time and he'll lose, and then Jesus will reign for 1,000 years, and then Satan will be released again for another after the 1,000 years for a short. No, 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 no. This is it. This time's it. When the 1,000 years are fulfilled, meaning the chance to get in them, the door closes. It closes on the ark. You can't get in anymore. It's over with. Then Satan's released, and that's it. Because at the end of the 1,000 years, it says God himself comes out of heaven with the new heaven and new earth. That all that happens right then. There's no like Satan has no more after this trip right here. This is it, his last stand. So there's not 7 years of or whatever it is, whatever amount of time it is right now, and then again after 1,000 years. It never says after 1,000 years. It says as the 1,000 years been fulfilled or completed, which means the chance to get in. And if you want to go read that for yourself, Revelation 20. I would read it on here, but I say it all the time. Corrupted, then so can the 1,000-year reign, last-ditch effort to get rid of every bit of the evil left in. Heaven could be corrupted, then so can the 1,000-year reign. No, well, not while Jesus is running things, no. But you're right, heaven and earth will be a new heaven and a new earth. The 1,000 years, there's something about that. I've talked about it earlier with Michael, a guy that I talked to. His name's Mickey on here, and I explained that really well. But it's a little deep to go to that far on this particular. I'll do it next time. How about that? But I will say, oh, thank you so much, big guy. Hey, so I guess we might
Thank you.
survive. Thank you, Deadshot. That was awesome.
Appreciate that.
That
Very kind.
But I tell you guys, yes. So as you can see, and there's Michael right there. You remember earlier when I explained this 1,000 years thing to Michael, and he got it, he understood it. And it's basically like I said, it's not a cruel after 1,000 years he's going to be released again. This is it. This is the last rip. This is it. After that, the 1,000 years, Jesus reigns, and then God himself comes down out of heaven. The lamp steps aside, and God is the light. That's what it says. Oh, thanks, Jake. Sorry, man. A lot of times, even when I figure out people's names on here, I don't say them out loud because I don't know that they want everybody else to know. You know what I mean? Like, you know how it is. Like, I want to know their real name. But yeah, Jason here. That Mickey's Mike. And I know a lot of the others' names too. But yeah, glad to have you on here. We got a lot of big subjects. Uh, and we talk about the rapture a lot. You know what? I do videos on the rapture a lot. And I just try to keep people motivated because it's been a hard season. It's been a hard season for a lot of people. Especially with, like I say, listening to this person and that person, and none of them ever, like nailing it. And here's how you know that. This is how you know that someone doesn't know, because they say they know. you can be almost 100% sure when they say they know, they don't. They know if they say it's going to be on this date, on this hour, in this time zone. Come on. But I'll say this: when it does happen, you'll know yourself. I won't have to tell you. Another man won't have to tell you, because guess what? Angels are going to come to you just like they did Lot, and they're going to say, "Get out of here." Okay? They're going to come to you themselves. I don't have to tell you that. Nobody has to tell you that. It's going to be shortly before you will know yourself. However it works. Angels will come to you, Jesus himself. Something's going to happen in your life to let you know. No man has to tell you that day or hour. Absolutely. I've recently stopped turning away from God. You're doing God's work. You're doing this right way now. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you guys,
Thank you.
it makes me feel good. I appreciate that. And it's real encouraging. And, I just like to say, I, I know people are going to get interested in it. I knew they were. But it'll take a little time and they'll bounce back and we'll show that we're stronger because of it. Guess what? Now you know not to listen to nobody about dates, huh? We look for signs. We look for signs. That's what we look for, and not just any one sign, but that they're all adding up. They're all adding up. And another thing, like I said, the AI thing. There's you a good indicator. Just watch how smart that thing gets, and as you're watching it get smart, you're gonna know. Hey, the time. Hey, the time. I guess what?
What?
The
What?
time is short. You
Hey,
know?
the time is short.
Yeah. And I mean, so we can watch that thing and how its mind grows and what it's doing, and we'll go, we're almost there. Because God's not going to leave us here with that. That's why it says that it would even deceive the elect if that were possible. Why is it not possible? Because you won't be here. Can't be possible if you're not here. There's no way. Uh, there would be a possibility if you were here at some kind of, you got to be different in some kind of way. Maybe you already have your new body. It can't be corrupted by anything here, at all.
That'd be
Or
fun, huh?
but that would be fun, yeah, be walk amongst them. But I mean, I already, we already would walk among them and know that AI is it. But when it comes down to like being forced to worship it, we're not going to be forced to do so because we escaped that hour of trial that's coming on the whole earth. So you know that as it's getting closer, it's going to expect you to worship it. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, listen,
Thank you.
I'm very humble. I thank you very much, and it helps us stay afloat and be able to keep doing this. You see what I'm saying? Uh, and this is what I prefer to be doing. And it doesn't
This
take
is
very
all he
much.
thinks about morning, noon, night,
To,
in the middle of the night.
you know, what's my next venture? What am I going to talk about tomorrow? What's going to grab them today? What's going to grab me? Sometimes I don't have anything. I just get on here and just try to, go through see what somebody else is saying, and we just kind of talk about everything, and we talk about how our own issues. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect.
I agree, Cardam. Is it cardamom?
Just call them card, a
Card.
card. That's what I do.
Yeah, that would be really bad to have to, it not affect you, but affect the people around you and have to watch it.
Now you can think about it when you look at it. If you look at it and you say, okay,
Card, okay.
the impossibility of conceiving that the grand of wondrous universe with our conscious selves arose through chance seems to me the chief argument for the existence of God. Look, the thing is that when I was in school, a philosophy teacher was known for there is no God, right?
Hmm.
But he wasn't expecting me in his class, you know. And every message he was like, if God is so omnipotent and so powerful and so loving, then how come you have gay people and stuck in the wrong bodies, and how come you have deformed people? Why would God do something like that? If he's so perfect, why would he mess up? And I got the answer, and it's that God didn't mess up. God had the perfect plan. We live forever, and we weren't to be stuck in these bodies. This was closed. So if you couldn't get in a deformed one because he wouldn't let you. You could be in a good body, and feminine wouldn't be in a masculine body, and masculine wouldn't be in a feminine body. None of that. But when man messed up, he messed up the rhythm of things. He got stuck in the body to die. And because he did so, he messed up the whole. Now, the people get stuck in a deformed body, a masculine body and a feminine body. Man messed that up, not God. Boy, that teacher couldn't handle me. I'm telling you. The most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could also proceed the
Could only.
only proceed from the counsel and dominion of intelligent
Intelligent.
and powerful beings. 100%. In fact, some people might tell you to go check out my video on the bright morning star. If you see a video of mine called the bright morning star, go check it out. It was a good one. I think you'd like it. You know that some people use the sun and the moon and the stars to refute God and Jesus, and I see it. It backs up God and Jesus completely. Everybody on here knows. That's why you see them throwing up throw them ones and them suns up, baby. Throw them ones and them suns up. The more you study science, the more I believe in God. Yeah, look,
That's true.
it's because if all you got to do is pay attention, the Bible speaks just like the planets, just like the sun, the only
I
light of
mean,
this
even your
world.
bodies, the intricacies of the systems in your body and how it works. I mean, that had to be some type of intelligent life putting all that together and making it
Only
work the way
10%
it
of the remnant is
does.
going. I just read that midnight. I try to figure that one out. Hey, Mike, me and you did the math on 144,000 towards 8 billion people. What was the math on that today? The percentage of what is 144,000 at the percentage of 8 billion people on Earth? You did the math earlier. What was it? I forgot. It
Ooh,
was, look, you see that percentage? Now that's if only 144,000 out of what's on Earth goes. That's the percentage.
that's
That's horrible, ain't
that's
it?
very,
That is
very
horrible.
that is.
What is it on 100 billion people? I mean, 100 million people. I don't even think that's going to be good.
Oh my.
What if 100 million people
Well,
go in the
there's
rapture?
like 300 million that live just in America.
I'm talking about on Earth. But I'm
There's
just
way more
okay.
than
Let's
that.
just say America, all of America went 300 million. Do the math on that against 8 billion people. What is it, Michael? The first gulp of glass from the glass of natural sciences will turn you into an atheist, but the bottom of the glass is God waiting for you to. Yeah, look, I think it does nothing
That's
but
a good
back it
one.
up.
Three.
3.75% would be that all if all of America out of 8
That's
billion people, that's a small number,
that's
guys.
dismal, man.
That's
That's
dismal.
just
That's dismal. We
that is
know that many.
awful.
Now we know that many people isn't going.
Mm, makes you kind of
So even if you
sad
said
for 'em.
not, if you said okay, well, there was a great multitude in heaven, right? Nobody could count. And of course, if I had 2,000 people in front of me, I couldn't count them. But I'm a retard. So, uh, but what I'm saying is you take that large number, and even if you said it was all like as big as America, it would still be only 3%, guys. Not even 4%. That is horrible. Then you look at the 144,000 and you go, oh my, that's not even like that's a, that's it.
I
That's it.
don't even think it's
That's
that
it. That's
much.
horrible. I think I got that much in my wallet. 0.00018%.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
I take that back because of
Bro.
but,
Somebody said bro.
if you study science deep and long enough, it will force you to believe in God.
Lord.
Yeah, it will. I listen. I got no doubt about it. I proved that. That guy couldn't stand me in that philosophy class. He could not stand me. He was
Yeah.
like, so and so calls God this. So and so calls God this. They call God this. I said, are they all talking about one God? He said, yeah. I said, well, don't you think they're just all fighting over his name? They're talking about the same God. Oh, whole class turned around and went. I remember a police officer was in the class. He even turned around, looked at me, and said, "Yep, that's right." You
That
know?
is basically all it is.
They're all just fighting over his name when he told you he
The
has many of
Lord
them.
is the discerner of the hearts. That is correct.
Yes. And he controls the heart. We got an example, Pharaoh. Moses would go in and speak to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh would say, okay, I'm going to let him go. God would soften his hearts. That's what it said. He would soften his heart. And the moment Moses walked away, God would harden his heart. So he hardens and softens the heart as well. You know, controls the heart. Shroud of Turin is some hard evidence. Yep, it is. There's 8.5 million
Mid-
people in New York.
Oh my God. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we just took a very...
He said there's this many of people like you.
Oh, no. That's horrible. That's even worse.
I bet you there's only one of me.
Michael's doing all the math. I told you I got him on it earlier. He's doing it. He's doing all the math.
Oh, I'm glad somebody's good at math.
Do you know about the archons? Yeah, I do know about the archons.
And the demiurge.
We see
the
them.
soft gaze and the monad.
We see them. We see them. We know what you're talking about. Jesus knew what you were talking about as well. Jesus taught this, but he taught it to the disciples in closed doors, behind closed doors. There's a lot that we don't have, guys, and it's behind closed doors that he taught to the disciples about.
That was
They don't want it. They don't want us. They don't want us to know that. Yeah. Michael argued over Moses' bones because if he hadn't have, they would have got Moses' bones and tried to worship him. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that sounds about
yeah,
right.
I do know about Jesus' private teachings, Hobbit, and you're right. And there's some good videos out there for that too. If you guys want to ever watch them, now they're not like
they're esoteric.
You got to read. They're kind of like you read along and it shows you pictures, but it's not real it's not like a movie or something, or a good video.
Is the Gospel of Thomas, is that the one?
Oh yeah, it's a solid one. Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I've read that.
It's all of Jesus's words. So it's all red letters. They took it out, all red letters. There's not one word in the Gospel of Thomas. In fact, the movie Stigmata, the whole movie is about them trying to hide the book of Thomas, and the Stigmata is writing it on the wall. Mm-hmm. It gives me, look, I got me some chills. Got me some chills talking about that.
Split a piece of wood and I am there.
Look under a rock and you'll find me.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what God is.
I think you should tell your wife she's hired full time now. Hey, I told her I don't do any good without her. I'm like, they don't just like to see me, they like to see her too.
Yeah. I'm just not.
Is that movie accurate? Watch it. Watch Stigmata.
It's pretty good.
It's a good movie, and that's what it's talking about. And they do hide the book of Thomas. It used to be in the Bible. It's in the Ethiopian Bible along with Enoch. They took them out. And well, look, guys, this is the word. This is the word. But guess what? They took a lot of it out. Some men got together and decided, this is what will control the people. We just leave this much in there. They'll never figure it out anyway. But God shows you a thing. When God reveals a thing, they can't hide it.
He said, I noticed the views went up after she came in.
Yeah, it did. I only had like 2 people in here, and then next thing you know.
Oh, y'all make me feel so special. Special. I'm just not big on
the lights went up too. The lights went up too. They wasn't liking me.
Come on now. They do. They love you.
But yeah, that's make sure I can read everybody's stuff over here. I tell you what, guys, there's a lot to talk about. It's funny because his name LJS is named Michael. His name LJS is named Michael.
Lord.
Right? Jason said, "We are special. Y'all are special. Y'all are special, 100%." Listen.
Very, very, very special.
Look, and I've told you this guys before. it's that I didn't send you to me, and you didn't
Thank
send
you
me
for
to
the
you.
like there.
You see what I'm saying? It's all God knew that this moment was going to happen before the beginning of time, that we would end up right here discussing these things. And I told you, you guys were chosen from birth.
And there are no such things as coincidences.
It's just
Everything
not.
happens for a reason.
Everything is in line. He
Every
knows exactly.
person that you meet is put in front of you for a specific reason.
Well, as Huff said, a lot of different Bibles that has missing passages were added, not so much removed. Uh, I'll say this, like this Bible right here. I don't like the way this one reads. I read the Lord's Prayer out of it yesterday. It's not my favorite. Okay,
Which one is it?
this is that HSB
Yeah, I'm
HCB.
not real
We're
crazy
not
about
crazy
that
about the
either.
way it reads. Okay,
I'm more of a King James
I like it.
myself.
I like an NIV, but I also like all of them to kind of like get different. But some of them you'll think it's going to read like you want it to, and you go to open it up, it's like it was like Ezekiel last night. I felt like I was reading Chinese,
That's
and I
right,
know that.
guitar. We are a dysfunctional bunch.
Well, we're a bunch of misfits
That's
here,
okay. We're Jesus's misfits.
right? He hung out with people like us. Yeah, I know, but hey, I've told y'all the story about that time with the TV and us, didn't I? Me and Rachel told y'all about that, didn't we? It was unbelievable.
And I've had that happen to me a
I'm reading
lot.
KJV, and boy, do I gotta look stuff up a lot to understand. Yeah, Old English just I cannot do it, man. I can't do
I
it.
don't know. It just flows through me for some
But
reason.
that
It's
Old English, I can't.
K,
I
King James.
not
Yeah,
for me. I can't do it. All that.
I like
Thou
all the
sayest
D.
not.
I like the D and the thou and
Thou.
the thus
Yeah.
and.
Hear ye, hear ye. I'm just kidding. I was raised with the KJV, but then graduated to NIV. I just of all NIV's what I started learning from when I really started
ESV.
learning.
I don't know if
And
I've ever seen. Is that Ethiopian or what
now
is
I
it?
want the Ethiopian Bible. I
That's what
really
I
do.
want.
I want it bad. I want it bad.
My mom said she was buying one.
She said she was buying me one, but I don't know if I believe her. Spake thou thus truest, Jason. Jasoneth. You know? Yeah, that's true. By the time I get done, I don't even know what I was talking about, you know? Yet Michael the archangel, when he contended with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, dost not bring against
There's
alien accusations, but said the Lord rebuked thee. That's right. Look. That's all we can do is just say the Lord rebuked thee. I don't. I'm not gonna sit up and say I can whoop you, Satan. Just the Lord rebukes you, Satan. Get out of my face. Behind me, Satan. In the shadows. Revelation 12. See if I already know it. Maybe I
hand
don't.
it to me and I'll look it up.
Right, she'll look it up real quick. She's better at that. But yeah, we have a good time on here. And Jake, thanks for coming in, bud. Hey, like I say, make sure you
The
so you can
woman,
get
the
them
child, and the
notifications.
just the whole 12, or just
Yeah,
a,
just read it.
a great sign appeared in heaven: a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon
Right.
under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in labor and agony as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven. There was a great fiery red
True midnight.
dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his heads were 7 diadems. His tail swept away a third of the stars in heaven and hurled them to the earth. And the dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that then when she did give birth, he might devour her child.
I was outside at night preaching good news to the squirrels and the deer and every creature one night with son. Hey, I've been there. I used to preach it to the stuffed animals and wait for them to clap. I'm like, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
When he was a kid, he pretended to be a pastor with
I'd have the Bible over there.
stuffed
After
animal.
church, I'd set all the stuffed animals up and play church. It's just part of it, guys.
Are they?
Are there rates or wheat? What happens to the aborted babies? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. If aborted babies ain't going to hell. Come on, think like God. Think like God.
I'm sure they'll have another chance uh, in
Another
the
thing, this
millennial
ain't the
reign.
flood. I don't think that the
There,
kids are
there
gonna be left.
will won't there be children born during the millennial reign?
That's what I've heard. We'll see. All I could think of is the way I think that God would think. I don't know for sure anything about the kids. I've said that before. Nothing in the Bible says the kids are going anywhere. But I just have to think like, okay, well, what about the aborted babies? Well, I know they don't go to hell. That's not. They don't even pick being killed. They're killed before they even get out of the womb. And then you got to think about a kid's account, the age of accountability. It's like the kid's not. But I don't know anything for sure. I just hope God's got the kids taken care of, right? He said Jesus loves the kids. He made sure he told you that. And I don't think he would do anything to
They're
them.
really important and they're innocent. So you know,
He's got to kind of think like that. My sister is a mother of two, but I tell her soon she'll be a mother of four. She lost two of them. Yep, she will be. She's going to see her kids
she'll
again
see them again.
and recognize them, and they'll recognize her
She'll know exactly who they are. Exactly.
and recognize them for sure. You know, and guys, I tell you what, I certainly have enjoyed tonight. It's I'll give it about another, I don't know, probably about 18 minutes on here to go, and we'll call it at 160. That'll be how many hours? That's three, almost three.
Well, you started at what, 6?
Well, you want to have it where people want to watch it as well. Some people want to go back and watch us interact.
I told you people
And
don't want to watch no
yeah,
3-hour
yeah, they don't
video.
watch no 3 hour videos, so I have to like cut them short a little bit, even if I have to start back up sometimes. I do that. But
There you go.
tomorrow night's our jam session. Hey, Jake and everybody, y'all know what tomorrow night is, and I know it's your Saturday night, but it's our Sabbath night together, and it's nothing monetized, nothing like that. We are straight up gonna get copyrighted because we're gonna play music the entire time, whatever y'all want to hear, and we'll laugh and talk about stupid things and just not be as serious, and maybe rapture everything we want to talk about, and play music and jam it out, right? But it's only 30 seconds in heaven, Jay. I believe it. Hey, look, I was told something by Elijah that I've never understood. I took it highly personal, and I don't like. I've never told this, and I don't want to tell it, but I'll say something about 30 minutes that I was told. Now it doesn't just pertain to me, probably, but he was talking to me, and I don't know if everybody wants to hear it. And probably you don't. It was highly personal, so uh,
What are you talking about?
about 30 minutes, about a certain 30 minutes.
I know what you're saying.
And the only thing I can find but 30 minutes in Revelation is about the 30-minute silence in heaven. Okay. Okay, I'll say this, okay. Remember, it was a personal thing, and it doesn't mean it's just me. It just means that it was just told to me for me. But I was told that, and I wasn't even told this about her or any of the others. But I was told that for 30 minutes that Jesus and I had to go to the same place. We would be somewhere for 30 minutes because our spirits can't see what's about to happen or it would destroy our spirit. Don't know what that means? Got chills telling it to you. I mean, chills upon chills telling you about it. I don't like to talk about it because it's highly personal and I don't know what it means. But But the only thing I can find is, in Revelation is the 30-minute silence in heaven. So whatever it is, I can't see, or it would destroy my spirit. Look, that's why I told you it was highly personal. I didn't. That people asked me to tell it, and that's why I told it. Do you think it's arrogant that you run your mouth in here and say that? Is it? I'm supposed to be Christ-like and try to be Christ-like, but I told you it was highly personal.
That's not what they're saying. They're torn on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get talked bad to all the time on here. So
Jason,
well, I can't read, man. You know I can't read on
well,
here.
you need to read.
Okay, yeah, no, be more Christ-like. You're supposed to be Christ-like. It's not being arrogant. Don't be Christ-like. That's what you're supposed to be. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what people say about that. Okay, you're supposed to strive to be like Christ, and it's not arrogant. You're worthy. Okay. I'm sorry if I look. Sometimes I misread things.
He just he gets so much bad stuff on here. And a lot of times he don't read the whole thing, so that's why I was like off to the side. They're not saying that.
Be more Christ-like. Who said that? I want to make sure. Hey, why God? Why? Okay, yeah. Please listen. Be more Christ-like. That's what you're supposed to be like. Okay. Don't listen to other people. They're going to always try to make you feel bad about trying to be like Christ. Who are you supposed to try to be like?
Who lives in you? So if he lives in you, then you should be like Christ.
Right?
Not to say that you are the Christ, but
I've been worried about telling that highly personal experience, and so when that was said, I thought it was in response to my that what I just told y'all. I don't know what it means, guys. I do not know what it means. I just know that that's what I was told, and some of it was kind of like more futuristic. Some of it was for right then. Some of it was 10 years from then. You know what I'm saying? So you literally got the name Joshua Christ. I definitely got the name. Same as, like I say, I was given that name.
and Mickey, I don't mind him being on here with y'all. It doesn't bother me a bit, because he had asked me.
No. Sometimes, she's like, you was on there 3 hours earlier today, But I just get on here by accident, and I can talk about this stuff for hours. You guys know I can.
But it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I don't mind.
See, there you go, Jason. Look at that. I mean, I don't know who all's got, he just said, I will put my name and my father's name on your forehead. I remember the day it happened. But I remember I got the Joshua before I got the Christ. I was Joshua for how many years before the Christ?
Several.
It was several years, and then the name was completed on that night, that day I was telling you about, that I had that big experience. Is it enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and a servant as his Lord? If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his? Right. I get that. Household. Of them of his household. So, let me read that again.
It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Okay, I get it. Y'all see how I read sometimes, dyslexic.
Yeah, he like skips things.
I also skip typing too, so you guys, I do the same thing when I'm typing,
He don't see good. He don't hear good. Only thing he can do good is run that.
Odd to think
right
that
here.
if Christ came today, we'd call him Josh, laughing out loud. Easy to forget. He was also human. Yeah.
That's
That's what
so
I
true.
try to lay it out for people all the time. I'm like, look, Christ was never a sinner, which meant he was never without the Father. That's what that means. Never without the Father. He had the Father the entire time. We come here born without the Father, and we have to find him. Christ had him the whole time. But he was my man, like he went through puberty, he went through adolescence. He was a bad toddler. He was this, he was that. He went through all the things that we go through. That's why he can relate to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mickey said, "Does Rachel have any more personal super?"
She has.
Oh my gosh, I have a.
Well, we had that orb the other night. Y'all remember that?
Did y'all see that?
No, they missed it. They couldn't see it. It was over here to the left.
We were sitting here. I don't know if Mickey was on here or not at the time, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this
It's
like
come down like this, right in
orb
front of here, and it
thing.
was this big around, guys. This
and
big
it looked
around.
kind of thick, didn't it?
Yeah,
had
as thick around as like say my finger. Maybe not quite as thick as my fingers, okay, but it was round like that, floated right here in front of us and disappeared.
Yeah,
And
because I looked, I seen it, and I was like, when I went to say, "Did you see that?" He said, "Did you just see that orb?"
Yeah, so we both saw it at the same time, and then she has deja vu like
Man,
way more than any
It's
normal
like-
person. I don't know about you guys having deja vu.
I have it daily sometimes several times a day. And I dream a lot.
You saw it? Yeah, it was crazy. It was like,
Did you tell him about my Charlie Kirk dream?
okay. Yeah, so she dreamed that, well, you tell them.
Well, I just dreamed that I was in a house and this guy was chasing me around the house trying to kill me. He had a gun. And he looked just like Charlie Kirk, but he looked like the young, skinny version of Charlie Kirk. So I'm coming around the island in the kitchen, and I pick something up off the counter, and I throw it at him, and his gun jams. So I'm able to get out the door and get next door while I'm banging on the door, and this car, this gray station wagon, comes pulling into the on the street, and Charlie Kirk's driving it, and it's the older, thicker version of Charlie Kirk, and him and a bunch of other people rush up there and subdue the guy. But is that not crazy? I dreamed that Charlie Kirk was trying to kill me and that Charlie Kirk saved me. Is that not the craziest? Jason is just like, he don't like hearing it.
Now, look, I don't know whether you're one way or the other about Charlie Kirk, okay? But I'll say this about him, okay? I said he had the Elijah spirit. They said he couldn't have had the Elijah spirit because Elijah called out prophets all the time, called them out. I was like, you talking about the man that stood in front of 2,000 or 3,000 people calling them out all the time? You mean that they were always wrong and he was always right? Yeah, that don't sound like the Elijah spirit to me. You know what I'm saying? It probably was a psyop. I'm not saying it wasn't. I don't know much about all that. I think there was something going on with that, right? But what all I'm saying is if you're looking for the spirit that calls out people.
Baker, yeah, you're right. Maybe it was an anti-Charlie.
Yeah, the anti-Charlie Kirk was chasing. Yeah, you're right. You never know. We got about 6 minutes on here, guys, and then we'll, you know what tomorrow night is? Is everybody excited? Tell me. Throw them ones up if you're ready for tomorrow night. It's our jam session. Do you want Rachel to come? You want Rachel to be in here? I pray that she don't have a headache or something. We'll all get together and play that music, and jam together, and just laugh and have a good time. Throw them ones up. And look, pick out some good ones now. I want some good songs. Be thinking about it because,
Mickey, that's crazy.
I like them songs that give me chills. What do y'all think? Them songs that give me chills, make my hair stand. Oh, I was telling y'all about something yesterday. Okay, look, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna hint around about it, okay? But I'm not gonna say what it was. What happened right after I had my Christ experience that we couldn't control, that you had to constantly be doing something with because it stood up?
Oh, his hair. His hair. He had so much electricity running through his body. He would literally walk around. He looked like Albert Einstein because his hair would stand up from the electricity running through his body. It's the craziest thing I ever
For
seen.
2 months, I couldn't lay my hair down. Put hairspray in it, it would go. As soon as I start having a spiritual experience, took a long time for that to wear off.
It still does it sometimes.
But yeah, that right around that time, and nothing I could do to keep my hair down.
That or he would keep the glory bumps. Boy, he'd have those nonstop. We've had some
Yeah, like
amazing
a
things
treasure trove.
happen. Yeah.
We've had some real spiritual experience. I think I probably had more than. Well, let's put it. It either is a bunch of. It would either put you in a nut house or you'd say you probably had more than most. But
I'm trying to think of if there was any. There's so many.
man, crazy stuff.
I remember once,
Hey, Wolf.
right before you got the Christ name, um, the Lord told me that I was gonna have to go to Washington. Now I don't know if this was then or if it was futuristic or what. But let me tell you, I was scared to death because I was thinking,
It scared me to death.
why in the world would I go to Washington? What would I need to go to Washington for?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, he was on me heavy, like
This is
do it.
this is the
do
night.
it.
This is
And
the
I
night
was,
that Obama and Biden walked out on stage behind the glass. They had just won the first presidency, and she looks over at me when nobody going through all this spiritual stuff, and she looks over at me and goes, "We got to go to Washington D.C." I said, "I ain't feeling that at all." I scared me to death, boy.
it scared me. I was scared to death, man. I've never been so scared in my whole life. I told Jason, I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, on me, like, I mean, I couldn't even get a word out. He was,
Hey, thank you for all that food, Jason. I appreciate that, man. I needed that. I needed that, bud. Appreciate it. But yeah, we could tell y'all about a
thank
lot of
you.
things like that were crazy. But I
Yeah.
told y'all yesterday about my hair standing up like Albert Einstein, and I she didn't know I was fixing to say that. I just kind of hinted around so she wouldn't go off in La La Land, you know. And she knew exactly what it was, right? Told you I wasn't lying about it,
Yep.
you know. And thank you. Jesus loves you too,
You can
Trenton.
probably
Thank you so
see a
much.
little bit of it sticking up right
No, no,
now.
I got no that. I don't have as much of it to stand up anymore.
Jesus loves you.
Numbers 6:24 through 26. Read it, read it, read it.
Uh,
We'll go ahead and read it for you. Lord Jesus saves. Always gives me these good verses.
6:24.
Yeah. I felt like Moses coming down from the mountain, like I just seen the Ark of the Covenant or something. That's the way I looked.
Let's see. May Yahweh bless you and protect you. May Yahweh make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May Yahweh look with favor on you and give you peace.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
that. Thank you, Lord Jesus saves. Well, guys, we're reaching that
That's right.
time.
Don't strike that rock because you won't go nowhere.
I hate to, I hate to go, especially with this many people on here. I love you guys, and Definitely tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, jam session. Wolf Doctor,
That's very sweet,
make sure you
Baker.
come, okay? You come, y'all gonna have a good time. Bring that song that you want to play, or 2, 3. We'll play it till we get tired, right? I don't quit until we all get tired. That's right. That's right. Jason, you and
It's
Sonya,
always.
you and Sonya are always in my prayers. I love you guys.
Yes, we love all of y'all, and we appreciate every single one of you. Every
Midnight,
single one.
Lisa. Speak up, Lisa.
Mickey,
Lisa,
I'm glad you were
weren't
in
in here
here.
last night and I missed you. She always has some good dreams to tell, and a lot to add to this community. Ramona, I know you're listening out there. I love you too.
Hey, Ramona.
She didn't
Is
stand.
she-
I guarantee you she just hadn't spoke up. She's listening. Ramona don't miss much of anything.
No, thank you, Mickey.
Patty for Christ. We
love you, Mama.
We love you too.
My sweet Mama.
Ramona, speak up. I know you out there listening. I love you.
Lord Jesus, we love you. Lord
That's it.
Jesus saves. I don't know who that is.
That's right. I proved to you many times, Jason, about that, and I helped you out with that, showing you that. And guess what? You're going to overcome that transgression, brother. You're going to overcome it.
Just got to let God take over.
You're going to overcome it. You already have the Father. Now he's just working with you on the transgression.
Amen.
Amen. So be it, guys. So be it. That's what we say. Amen. So be it. So we'll say this quick little prayers for everybody, that we all listen, Lord, come to you right now. Father, keep everybody safe and everybody healthy and everybody excited for you, Lord, that we all come together. We enjoy this time that we get to spend together in one accord. Just nobody saying we know it all, just that we all come together and try to understand it together. We have a great time together and everybody in here.
We love each and every one of these people in this room, and we hope that you bless them in the same way that you bless us, Lord.
Yes. Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen. We love you guys. Thank y'all for coming.
One question, I will subscribe. What is the largest animal on the planet?
Well, I would say either
Are you talking about that above water or below water?
Yeah.
Just anywhere. Well, the Leviathan was the one talked about in the Bible that was one of the largest. But let's say, I tell you what.
Well, that's good your 10-year-old knows it.
Your 10-year-old knows it? Uh-oh. Is it the blue whale? Or is it, I know it's not the elephant. Is it the blue whale?
A hippo, maybe.
I don't know. Not a rhino. So.
Dinosaur.
Was there something bigger than a blue whale?
The dinosaurs?
Well, the dinosaurs ain't here on Earth right now.
Oh, they're talking about right now. I just thought they meant on the planet ever.
Oh. Is that what you meant by the on the planet ever?
Come on, you should subscribe anyway, just for making us go through
subscribe. It's the blue whale's accurate. I said it.
Ha ha! There you go.
All right.
Subscribe.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow night, Scott. Hope you come to the jam session. Bring that
Please
music.
do.
Yeah, I can't. Hey, sometimes I just can't help but be goofy. But I need some subscribers because I sure lost quite a few the last few days.
I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, I guess they just.
I think it's maybe they just make adjustments and.
Yeah, it might be that they just weren't real people and they just start.
And sometimes people accidentally, unsubscribe. So y'all check, make sure you're subscribed, like, comment,
helps that algorithm.
share.
All right, guys. Love you. Good night.